Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Soldier Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. You talk about this Lions defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken inside his own 40. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle. Now 2nd and 9. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they...
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Up the middle with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times we think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 14. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! Albert O, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery.
And he'll take this down to the 33. These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Back to Montgomery on second down.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and 3.
Goff. That is caught. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Flush to his right. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. No gain on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. To throw is Goff. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. He tried to keep it himself but can't stretch his way in. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
From his goal line here, Fields.
And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go. DJ Moore.
Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 97 yards.
And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the post.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Goff. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Gano's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
fortunate to get that football back. It's trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, Montgomery. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Goff.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Robert Tonyan
from 21 yards away.
And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 17-14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Mooney, the motion man right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And this is caught. He hits more.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Fields. That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gano for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Fields on first down. He's got Mooney.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Fields.
flushed out, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within one score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter, a time you'd think they'd be running the football. They're still tossing it around and having great success, and it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Lions, it'll be a 13th win on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense.
The first play of the game going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
After the interception, here's Goff. Buying time to his left. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Montgomery will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Once more, Montgomery.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
David Montgomery, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
That a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
From the gun, Murray. That swung out wide to Harris.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Murray now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Murray now to throw. Wilson's got it complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Goff's throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 5.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Goff now looking to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted.
And the Cardinals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Montgomery. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Goff.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And got his man complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Flush to his right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Goff now to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Now Goff. Touchdown!
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Lions go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Patrick Queen able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Now Murray throwing on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Murray.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Chase Claypool.
46 yards.
And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here's Goff. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with a...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Handoff comes to Montgomery.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give. This is Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 38 now. Here's second down and 7. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to have a Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Goff.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Notre Dame man, Chase Claypool, in this offense, ready for their upcoming possession.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Murray. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back now at Ford Field. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Murray now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Josh Allen able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Murray going to throw.
Quick slant finding Claypool.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. The big fella.
Through the middle of the field.
And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Goff. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
On the give, here's Gibbs to the 27-yard line.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
2nd and 6.
They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
And they will take a knee here. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Gano now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 35 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future,
today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Jets.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Jones wants to throw to start things out here.
He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Now Jones. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
23 yards on the play.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
First carry now for David Montgomery.
And he's got it to about the 40.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 16 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Goff. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeaux in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Goff.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. first down. Goff forced out to his left. Touchdown! Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Under pressure, and down he goes. Calais Campbell. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Fighting through pressure. And that's going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
On the return, Jackson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
On first down, it's gone. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. 2nd down and 8.
Out of the gun. Goff. Steps away to his left. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
That time a 6-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Jones throwing on first down into the hands of Patrick left side. Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Paris Campbell, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 3rd quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run, Montgomery. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They'll run it with Gibbs.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Off the play fake. Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Patrick Queen gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that kick.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
That's taken on the 25. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's Gibbs. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
To throw is Goff. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. From the 29, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones fighting through, and he's got space. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.